days, the Senate may pass a government funding bill tonight, which would be the first step to ending the shutdown. CBS's Erica Brown joins us live in Washington. Erica, 8 Democrats broke ranks in the Senate, and that seems to be dividing the party.
It does, and you see some Democrats very unhappy with this breakthrough deal that was made. But as you noted there, more than 40 days into this government shutdown, lawmakers here on Capitol Hill are inching closer toward an end to the stalemate after reaching that breakthrough deal yesterday evening. Now, there are still a number of procedural hurdles ahead, but it is nonetheless a major step forward toward an end to the deadlock.
Senators worked to finalize a spending bill Monday that would end the government shutdown after 7 Democrats and 1 independent voted with Republicans Sunday night in a breakthrough deal to end the stalemate.
After 41 days, I'm grateful to be able to say that we are close to getting the government reopened.
The agreement funds the government through January 30th, reverses shutdown-related layoffs, and guarantees back pay to all federal workers. It also includes 3 longer appropriations bills with funding for SNAP benefits.
We should not be putting workers at risk, the people of this country at risk, when we have policy disagreements.
Notably, the deal does not include an extension of Affordable Care Act tax credits, a key demand from Democrats during the shutdown, only the promise of a vote in December.
I cannot support the Republican bill that's on the floor because it fails to do anything of substance to fix America's health care crisis.
The amended bill will still need House approval, and Speaker Mike Johnson urged members to return to Washington quickly for a possible vote. If the House passes the measure with these changes, it would head to the president for his signature, ending the shutdown.
As the deal works its way through Congress, flight disruptions are piling up nationwide. But the head of the Air Traffic Controllers Union called the breakthrough a step in the right direction.
Whatever it takes to open this government and pay our members is what's needed right now.
In a social media post, President Trump pushed air traffic controllers to return to work and said he'd recommend a $10,000 bonus for those who did not take any time off during the shutdown.
Now, as this funding plan works its way through Congress, people who rely on SNAP benefits right now are still in limbo as legal challenges work its way through the courts to determine whether the Trump administration must pay out full benefits for the month of November. David?
All right, Erica Brown in Washington.